Welcome to Transcend with Debbie. Join us as we discuss mediumship, energy work, healing, paranormal investigations, and so much more. Find out more at transcendwithdebbie.com. Your host, Debbie Romero, is a globally recognized evidential psychic medium, paranormal investigator, energy worker, and empowerment teacher. Her unique blend of psychic abilities and healing energy has set her apart spiritually, gathering her international acclaim. With a profound connection to the spiritual realm, she has dedicated her life to helping others explore the mysteries of the unseen world. Now, your host of Transcend with Debbie, Debbie Romero.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Hi.
Hey, Aidan, it's so nice to have you here. It's always an honor and a privilege to be able to come together for spirit and community. I'm going to give it a second, so I'm going to make sure that we're live where we're supposed to be.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
of course.
up. I love this. And so, for those that are Instagram, please don't forget to follow us also on YouTube because this is where we can see your comments. I'm going to ask for people to share just to make sure that it's being shared properly. And then let's see if it's on my personal page as well. Hold on and make sure I'm up. Let me see where we're live at. We're live up. I forgot one more link. Aiden, give me 1 second as I hit this button so that we can add this here. So we're going to hit Derek Acor's page, Things Network. We're on Facebook and now we're on YouTube. Hi, Sean. Thank you so much for being here. I wasn't fully linked up, so I had to make sure we got the power going now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Aiden, if you don't mind, introduce yourself and let the world know who you are and what you do.
Yeah. Hey everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm Aidan Brock. I'm an evidential medium, but I do a lot of things. I've got my hands in a lot of baskets, I guess.
Mm.
Intuitive work, trance healing, all kinds of healing modalities. So, it's a jack of all trades, but happy to be here.
You really are. You're a jack of all trades. And I think a lot of people find themselves going through those adventures of our awakening, right? And I love how you mentioned the trance and the healing. And when you say that, Aiden, when did you first recognize that you were able to see spirit?
So, it's kind of a complex story. I guess my first experience was I was probably around like 7 or so, at
Mm-hmm.
least what I can remember. And we were getting a new dog at the time, or we were looking for a new dog. Um, and so we went to go look at this dog in particular. And I knew that the dog was for us. But
Oh,
my dad and my brother did not want to get the dog that night. But I knew intuitively that if we did not get him then, that he would be gone in the morning, like someone was gonna come and get him. And looking back, it's like, how did I know that? But I just kind of knew. Um, and I then really kind of pitched a fit and said, "Hey, we're getting this dog right now, or if you wanted this dog, we're getting him now."
oh,
And then my dad
nice.
told me that later, one of the workers at the PetSmart that we were getting him from was gonna come and get him before the store opened.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like my first, I guess, intuitive experience. My first spiritual experience really started in like my young adulthood. As I
Mm-hmm.
started more meditation and yoga practice, which I know we'll talk about later on.
Yeah.
But as I got deeper into that, these things just started to unfold and started to happen where I started to see things and then they started happening and then I started feeling presences around me and things and I didn't really know what to do about it. I just kind of was like, what is happening to me? How can I make sense of this? And then somehow I ended up connecting with a spiritual community, and luckily it happened really during COVID or the start of COVID. Um, Everyone was going online, so that's been a real blessing in that I've been able to connect with people all over the world, really
Yeah.
amazing teachers that live all across the U.S. and the world. So that's it for me.
Wow. It's really so true. The power of Wi-Fi, right? And it's like, and
Yeah.
I like to tap into that a little bit because when we look into Wi-Fi and we looked at the events that were happening around the world and how it led us to the silver lining of things where we were able to connect and meet with others in such a great, beautiful unfoldment, even though there was so much loss during that time. It was the community coming together in that way to bring that upliftment. And the community of the spiritualists, there was just this activist that just came together, and now this is this bond that we're witnessing. This thread has strengthened not just for us but for so many, right? And I love that you actually say that, because if we look at the Wi-Fi, people didn't know how to log on, they didn't know how to get in, but it worked. And that's the same with faith and the connection that we have between us and spirit. It's like we don't see it, but we're moving through it, and we have to have that faith that it's all going to continue to move forward in a positive way, right? For those that are watching really quickly here, just for a second, Facebook is having some problems linking in, so it's not being shared on Derek Akora's page right now, Sean. So thanks for the heads up. I did notice that there's actually a StreamYard issue linking at the moment. So if anybody, I'm trying to share it out. If you guys can share it, hit the likes and let people know to redirect them to YouTube, because Facebook is not linking. So we'll have to let Things Network and Derek Akora's page know that. So thanks, Sean, for bringing that to my awareness. I was working on it behind the scenes as Aidan was sitting here holding space and getting us ready to roll, right? So please don't, for those like Nancy, Janelle, Infinity, Mikey, you guys feel free to share it. It's unfortunate that it didn't forward over the way it should have, but we'll work it out. Don't worry. I'm gonna send it out to share out the live on my personal page to let people know. Thank you, Jesse, for sharing. I see you. Thank you for sharing. And I'm gonna put Facebook is down for the live. Please join the YouTube. And I'm going to share it out there. And those who missed it can always come back to the replay. And so for that being, those that are on YouTube, shout out to you guys for being here already. And when you talk about yourself and you talk about intuitive, you talk about the healing aspect and the connection and coming together with community, when did your healing abilities unfold for you?
I guess within my own work, my biggest motivation for working in general and spiritual work is healing. I think there's definitely a healing element to any kind of spiritual work, whether it be intuitive or psychic or mediumship or whatever you might be practicing. I
Mm-hmm.
think there's definitely an element of healing in all of those modalities. But I guess for me, in certain spiritual assessments, people would say, oh, you're going to be doing healing, and I definitely sense that in your future.
Mm,
But I guess for me in my own healing work, I find in sometimes in spiritual work, there can be so much pressure to, oh, I want to perform, or I want to, all the
ooh,
human stuff comes in.
yes,
But whenever healing comes in, I find that all of that just kind of fades away, and it kind
right,
of leans into a more higher purpose. That's what I really
right.
love about healing and the potential it has.
I agree with you, Aiden. When I look at that and we sit with healing, for me it was always for self. It was always a development to understand thyself of why I was able to feel into these energies and why was I able to know that there was spirit around, and how was I processing the energy for me. And when that happens for many, some anxiety can come with that. Some energies of like not a misunderstood energies can come in when you're not taught or trained in a way to understand what is this and why am I feeling this so deeply. Even down from the dog that you had, it was like you just knew, but you didn't know how. And for someone who's going through this awakening, for me, I actually had to sit to say, okay, what is happening? Why am I so sensitive? Well, this is not normal. There's something here that has to be developed or understood deeper. And we can tend to find ourselves going through like this rabbit hole, right? Of wanting to go into, and you said it perfectly. It's almost like, I want to use the word, you master the fine tuning of self, and then the blend of the energies that are connecting to you for that healing frequency and vibration that's being brought forward through you as the instrument for spirit. And there is such a beauty in that. There's such a beautiful dance, but there's also a shift of awareness within oneself. And when you're in that shift or transformation, it can feel very unpleasant, and it can feel where it doesn't feel beautiful. And it can also feel like, where's the beauty that everybody talks about? Where's the butterflies? Where's the unicorns? Where's the rainbows?
Right. Yeah, definitely.
And for your in between, as you move forward in your energies, how did you move through that when you got through the awkward or the uncomfortable parts of thy journey? What did you do for yourself?
Definitely certain personal work, definitely therapy, personal work, journaling. Definitely recommend that to anybody listening.
Right.
Definitely seeking help and resources from, reputable sources.
Yes.
And as the kind of healing comes up, a lot of the things that we avoid in our own lives of, maybe negative experiences or traumas or beliefs that are holding us back, all of that kind of resurfaces, or at least in my own experience, and I feel in other people's experiences too. And so sometimes we need support in that process. So definitely seeking out those support resources, but also continuing on. Sometimes there are difficult spots in life, or, things are in a difficult place, but, sticking with spirit and keeping moving, is
Ooh, so
definitely,
true.
transformational too.
Right.
Sometimes when the healing is occurring and it doesn't feel quite like healing, you think the healing is supposed to be like, oh, like ascending into the heavens, right? Sometimes it's, sitting with that uncomfortable feeling, or sitting with that feeling that needs attention. So
I
um
agree. I
yeah.
agree with you when you say that. When you talk about when we do this work, oftentimes we always take the journey within for self and for the miracle, whether it's for something we're going through or someone that we're witnessing going through, and we're seeking, whether it's a prayer or meditation, whatever that looks like for one's being. It's because there's an uncomfortableness that is arising. And so when you say the word traumas, or you say an event that is heavy or denser or just unpleasant, what sometimes it can happen due to an illness, or sometimes a loss of a relationship, or a loss of a job, or even loss of self, right? We're going through that, but sometimes people even say the dark night of the soul. And so as we're working through the journey within, usually it's either first time, make a doctor's appointment, go make sure that there's not something happening that's causing those issues. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and so I know that, give me 1 second. We have technical support working behind the scenes, and it started to echo. So we got someone who tried to make sure they can link everything in here. There's Samantha. Hi, Sam. Hi, Erica. Thank you, guys. So sorry, we're having some problems with Facebook right now. It's not working with StreamYard, but we got IT on it. They're going to relink us right now. But what I want to say is, it's important to take care of what comes to the surface. And I agree with you, Aidan, on that. I think oftentimes we
All right. Well, we'll see if Debbie comes back in, but I just wanted to take this moment to say hello to everybody that's been coming in. Hello Nancy. Hello everybody on YouTube. I hope everyone's doing well. Hello Debbie. Oh, hey Jesse, Samantha, Erica. Hello, Louise. Yes, you're right, Louise. It's been difficult managing the technology. It's so challenging at certain points, but definitely trying to work it out. So thanks everybody for being here. All right, so we're gonna try a new StreamYard link. Hey Melinda, how's it going? Thanks for joining. So we're gonna go ahead and end this live, and hopefully we can come back soon. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, and hopefully we see you back soon.